Time for a look at your West Tennessee forecast with meteorologist Brian Davis.
Well, good evening, everyone. Monday is almost over. We made it through it. Let's go ahead and take a look. Hey, we've got a feature in the weather that we're just going to jump right out there and tell you about it. A blast of cold air. And there you can see, this is the long-range model, the Euro model. Look at that transition from like near 90-degree temperatures during the day on Saturday to like highs only in the 60s max on Sunday. And then we're going to have some possibly down into the upper 30s for overnight lows. So if that pans out, that is going to be an abrupt change in our weather for a couple of days. Now, also, when I see this kind of a contrast in temperatures, that's, close together, tells me too, although we don't have anything in the severe weather outlook for those storms on Saturday, those are going to be, we're going to have to watch that. Yeah. So let's just, we'll have updates on Saturday as we move through this week. But again, that could be a very active day for us with that kind of a cold front coming through. All right, let's take a look outside right now. We'll go to Savannah, bringing in the numbers there, 70 degrees. Another pleasant night out there with a 5-mile-per-hour wind out of the southeast. Jackson looking good, 73. And then as we take a look over at Kenton, I see plenty of stars there in the background. We're at 73 degrees. We've got 11-mile-per-hour wind out of the south right now. And as we look at Paris, all lit up nice and pretty, looking good, guys. 13-mile-per-hour wind out of the south-southwest. Nice 72-degree temperature there. Dresden coming in at 72, 75 in Ripley, Alamo at 73, 73 in Somerville. We've got 70 in Selmer, 72 in Huntington and Camden. So not a bad night out there as we're heading into that 10 o'clock time. It's going to be very pleasant. The winds are less gusty than they were earlier today. We're back down to about 20 miles per hour or less. But we've been getting a lot of wind lately. We've had severe storms just out to the west of us. Now, those aren't coming our way anytime soon. They've had some tornadoes as well. I was looking at some of the feeds out of Kansas City, out of Missouri. And there was a couple of storms there that was really well defined as a tornado indication on radar there. And I think one of those was observed, so actually made it to the ground or was being seen there. But that's one reason we're getting so much wind here is we got that big storm system just out west of us as we go, the last several days. Now in this radar shot, you can see, in fact, we can probably show you some of these here. I will have to put a pause on the radar here for just a moment. That way we can get up here to it. But look, that's tornado watches out there. Kind of a smaller area, but some monstrous hooks on some of these storms that were coming through near Kansas City up there earlier tonight. And of course, they had the confirmed tornado. Now, this will be a good opportunity. I'd not planned on doing this, but the color coding that we have changed our radar to. So like orange is severe thunderstorm warning. Okay. And this is a good example because when we get bad weather here, you'll know. So let's move this tornadic storm. So there was a tornado warning popped in red. Okay. That's a radar confirmed tornado. Now, as we move into time here, you'll see that there is a kind of a pink polygon on there. And that would be a confirmed tornado. That means they're seeing the tornado either trying to come down or on the ground. So that's what you'll see here, hopefully no time soon. But if we get a tornado warning, there's a radar indicated again. And you can see that the box is red. And then we're going to move a little bit further over here. And we're going to go into time. Look at that hook. Man. Very nasty storm. Now, right in here, they were seeing it again. So there is that pink polygon out there. So it'll be just that way. Anytime we get a tornado warning, that's the new color coding. And then radar indicated right through there with the red boxes. So pink is really, really bad. If you see that kind of a polygon, that means they're seeing it on the ground. And then red, it was back to just radar indicated. So just wanted to show you that. But as far as back at home, let me get back home here. I'm kind of looking at two different screens to do this. You just have to know how I've got it set up here. All right, we'll put it back in motion there and let her roll on for our automated channel. But again, nothing happening here. But boy, they've been taking a beating out there to the west of us in some of those areas. Here, we can't rule out a stray shower tonight. Most of us won't get any rain. Here's a severe weather outlook for this evening. And it's exactly lined up with where some of those tornadoes and severe storms are. Here's tomorrow. So again, they got like yet another day coming. And then here is the Wednesday outlook. It doesn't hardly change much, does it? We have been very fortunate not to have to deal with this. If you'll remember last year, I was on with you like every day, sometimes night of the week. We had like 5 days in a row of severe weather. That's kind of the way it's been out west in places like Kansas, Missouri, Iowa. I mean, you know, if you've been tuned in watching, about every day, there's been some kind of a severe weather expectation out there to the west of us. For us, though, yeah, a very slight chance of a shower, but Futurecast, this is the latest run of the HRRR 18-hour, and it's highly accurate in many cases, but just a few little blinks there showing up a little bit later tonight. That would be like a 5-minute shower and it's gone type of deal. Here's a look at your hourly planner. So we'll be dropping into those upper 60s again by in the morning and looking mostly sunny again for tomorrow. It's going to be a warm day though. And there's the hourly forecast. And of course, waking up about sunrise, it'll be about 67 there at 7 a.m. and then we'll start climbing in temperature towards the 8 o'clock hour as we do this time of the year. Bus stop forecast looking good. We'll start off upper 60s. We'll head up into the upper 80s. Some of you could hit the big 90 there, especially south of I-40 tomorrow. Look at your current 7-day forecast. So yeah, less than 10% on any rain tomorrow. Wednesday, it's less than 20% there, about a 15% odds. Then on Thursday, close to 70% odds there of some storms, back to a drier day on Friday. And then, as we were mentioning, that big transition of temperatures, we'll really have to watch those storms on Saturday, near 60% already. Just being that we're going to drop in such a big way in temperatures here, we'll be down to 49 chilly degrees for Saturday night. And 69, and I'm probably going to bend that down. I'm probably going to tune those numbers down some in the next forecast. I'm thinking very latest, I was just looking at the models, probably somewhere in the mid-60s max there for Sunday. But it's going to feel quite different around here after that front moves through on Saturday. All right, guys, that's all the time I have. I hope you have a good rest of the evening, and we'll see you back in the morning for additional updates. Thanks so much for watching West Tennessee Weather Network. Be sure and tell everyone about us. We're on 24 hours a day, and we're always here watching the weather. We'll track any severe weather anytime that it threatens any part of West Tennessee, small town or large city. It doesn't matter. Every town is important, and we'll be always watching the weather. Take care, everyone.
We are West Tennessee Weather Channel.